we are talking about complete automation of generating the dashboards, even attempts at explaining, so finding the insights and explaining them in a completely automatic way. And this is what we believe that will be the future of reporting and of analysis. And but let's tackle a couple of questions, Benjamin. So we saw in this demo here that you already had measures for previous year and so on as columns in your data set, right? So all of those measures were in the data set. Does this mean that Zebra AI actually requires the users to prepare all of those comments and, I don't know, do the time intelligence, in the files, or can system actually work with more simple files and then try to add time intelligence?
Yeah, so great question, Andrej. So the short answer is yeah. So you don't actually need to perform this time intelligence beforehand. So let me actually show this on a different example. So this is the results on a slightly different data set. So this is a CSV file also from the sales domain. It has the date column as well for multiple years, so 2021 through 2023. And then it has, again, some categorical dimensions, and then only 2 numerical measures, and none of which are, obviously explicitly tagged as, AC or previous year. And so what we can actually see is that the system is able to parse this data and perform this time intelligence in the background completely automatically. And we can see that, these charts actually contain comparisons of actuals versus, the previous year values. And even, there's automatic filtering performed. And on top of that, the system actually creates a proper calendar dimension so that monthly or quarterly charts are also being able to be drawn and displayed in the right sort order.
Hey, wow. So basically the complete data model is being generated behind the scenes with a proper calendar dimension, time intelligence, and so on. So I guess that's a huge time saver. I still remember the first time I tried to create charts in Power BI, and then I needed to create my calendar dimension, and then I needed to figure out how to sort the month in Power BI. So I needed DAX for that. I needed custom sort and so on. So basically I needed to learn at least some DAX and to create previous year measures and stuff like that. So that's all being done automatically now. So a huge time saver, I guess. Let's maybe touch upon the hallucinations, Benjamin, because we all know that AI methods are prone to hallucinations. So, how do we ensure that what is produced here is credible, that the reasoning is on point, so that, system actually does not hallucinate with, critical business data, that it actually provides credible results here?
That's completely, correct, Andrej. So hallucinations are still, a major concern in generative AI in general. So we actually employ various strategies to tackle this issue. So for all the drawn charts and the data operations, we use strict logic and data manipulation algorithms and different statistical analysis and other tools to assure that the charts and the data are factual and not hallucinated. So in fact, if we click on this icon right here next to any of the charts, we can see more details about that chart. So we can see actually all of the calculations, the groupings, the aggregations, and the filters that were, performed in order to arrive to that final data slice, which was then visualized on the chart. And then on the other hand, for the titles of the charts and the summaries and so on, we actually prompt the generative AI model with the selected statistics and chart results, based on which it tries to generate a good output.
So it's a combination. It's basically a multi-level agent that uses statistical analysis and generative AI and other tools in order to make sure that the reasoning is correct and a meaningful result is produced. Let's touch also upon the data set. So we have seen Excel files. It can work with Excel files. It can work with exported data to CSV files. But what about other data sources that people have, like Power BI data sets, obviously, but also other things like, Databricks and other data sources?
Right. So currently, as you said, in this beta version of Zebra AI, we support Excel and CSV files, and the data has to be in, a single table, which has to be properly formatted. But we do plan to, expand on this and support multi-table data sets in the future. And as for data sources, we'll also try to support many different ones, but first of all, the Power BI data sets, but then also connectors to different services, databases, data lakes, Databricks, BigQuery, and so on. And this is all going to be based on our clients' feedback and their requirements.
Yeah, thanks, Beno. This is definitely coming in the future. So we'll add Power BI data sets and other data connectors, basically, to the system. What about security, Benjamin? Let's talk about security, because many people are afraid of afraid of AI, afraid of sharing, afraid of using cloud solutions. So you did mention that this is running in Microsoft Azure cloud, right? But is the data secured, or is it used for training AI models?
Right. So first of all, we're absolutely not training any AI models with the uploaded data. That's for sure. And secondly, once you upload the data, it is only temporarily stored in a secure environment in the Microsoft Azure cloud, so on our servers, and only for the duration of the session. So when the session ends, so if you, let's say, close the tab or refresh the page or even log out of the application, the data is immediately deleted from the servers. And so in other words, the data is only used for this generating of the output and not even being stored long term.
All right, so it's secured, and it is only used to generate the visuals, and then it's deleted after the session is concluded.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Benjamin. I mean, maybe now it's time. We are pressed for time, I guess. So I want to get to the Q&A as soon as possible. So let's share our opt-in page, maybe, Benjamin, because at this point we would like to invite everyone to participate in the beta program for Zebra AI. So as we have said, this is a very early version of the tool that, of course, we are going to develop further, but we are making it available for the first beta users. We have a wait list for that because there's a lot of interest. So I would like to invite everyone who is interested and would like to play around with the system and give us some feedback to go to zebraai.com/waitlist. Like this, okay? And then here you can opt in for the beta program. Okay, so you will get the access. I mean, we will let users eat in batches, but you will be notified, when it's your turn, and we would be really happy if you do that, if you try that on different data sources like HR, HR, sales, financial, operational, and so on. The system should work on the different data sets, should cover all the business areas basically. And we would like to learn from you. Very happy then to get your feedback because we want to make sure that it really works with any kind of data and produces, the best possible results. So cordially invited to work with us and help us develop this further.